Go through an example here in Measure X of how to pull in multiple CAD files into the same FCE file, and you have the ability to pull different files in at different times depending on what you are measuring in your measurement session. So what I need to do first is I need to translate those CAD files. So I'll go up here to the File pull-down menu, and I will do a Translate CAD file. And then the translator comes up. I want to add some files to that. And it would be all of these files here that will form a seating structure. And now they are all ready for translation. So I'm going to go through the translate here, and I'm going to speed through this process here, and we'll be back in a second. All right, now that wasn't too bad, but we've got all of these files translated in and changed into FCM files now, so I can pull those into Measure X here. So I will close out of this file here, and then I'm going to go over to the CAD Parts pull-out menu here, and then I'm going to add parts. Or the other way to do that is to go to the File pull-down menu, Insert CAD Parts. So either of those will work. So I'll go CAD Parts here, and then I'm going to add some files. Now I am down here in the Clients directory. That is where I am defaulting to send my FCM files right now. And what I've got is a client that's actually built a piece of automation equipment or a weld cell that will be able to take all of these parts and put them into one assembly. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to measure their fixture, and I'd like to just compare it to their nominal data here that I've got in their CAD files. So what I could do is I could highlight these multiple parts. I've got the recliner, I've got a side member and a lower cross member, an upper cross member, and the right side member, and the right hand recliner. And then I'll say OK. And X will read all these parts in, and it'll start to form this subassembly here. Now I'm going to go to the view and hit the shaded on that one, just so you can see this data here. But what I've got are multiple CAD files put into the same coordinate system, because that's what the CAD system would have done. It would have developed these all in the same coordinate system. And my client's actually built a weld cell that will put all of these pieces into their location, and then it'll weld them together. So that's what I'm going to compare today. We'll say I just got done measuring the location for this cross member here down at the lower side, and then I'd like to measure these side members. But this model could get pretty big and pretty confusing after I've pulled all of this data into place here. So what I'd like to do is maybe get rid of this part here after I've completed the measurement. So I'd go to the CAD Parts pull-out, and then I would say maybe that's the lower cross member. I can deselect that box, and it just doesn't show it from my data. Or if I wanted to, I could right mouse click on the lower cross, and I could actually delete it out. But I'd like to keep that data in there right now, just in case I do have to measure more surface points to it or another location. So I don't want to delete it out. I just want to hide it right now, just so I don't have so much data information in the way. Now I've gotten this complete up top here, this big cross member here. So let's zoom in on that area a little bit. And then maybe I wanted to pick up on some of the other detail that was in this area here on this side member. So what I do is just go back to the CAD Parts, and then I can take this upper cross member and deselect it. Now that exposes more of this area right here on the part. So it's very easy to pull parts in and out of your FCE file if you've got multiple parts going into one measurement session. And you just do that here by this CAD Parts menu here on the side, and you can just deselect or select any of these entities that you've pulled in.